guys, Kara with Ice Cream for Buttercream, and today we are going to talk about freezing cakes. And I posted an article a while back about why I love to freeze cakes, and it's basically because it saves time and the fact that I think it seems to make the cakes more moist. I don't know what the science is behind it, but I swear to you that it works for me. I've never gotten freezer burn on my cakes with my method, and so I just hope you get to try it out and see how you like it. The only thing I want to tell you is that I don't like to freeze my cakes more than 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't tried it any longer than that, but I can't promise it'll work out as great if you do it longer than that. But 2 or 3 weeks seems to be a good point. So let's get started freezing cakes. Okay, the first thing that I want to tell you about is the Glad Press and Seal, and it's my favorite thing ever. And no, this isn't a promotion for Glad, really. I'm not getting paid for it, I promise. I just love it. So we'll start with it. And I baked these cakes yesterday and let them set up. And just make sure that your cakes are cooled down. I have heard that some people really like to freeze their cakes when they're still warm. I don't like to do that because I feel like there's moisture on them and that it would form ice crystals when they're frozen. So I don't do that. I just let mine cool completely. And what I do is I get my press and seal wrap, and there's going to be a sticky side. See, that's the sticky side. And then there's the non-sticky side. And the first wrapping that I do, pull myself out. Sorry, that's kind of loud. And I'll put the sticky side down, face down. And then I'll grab my cake and I'll just put it on top here. And then I'm just going to wrap it up one side and the other. And then I'll just push it down all around the edge of the cake like this and then just pull it up. And the great thing about the press and seal is that it just kind of sticks to itself and molds around the cake. So that's the first wrapping that I do. And then I grab another section of it, pull it out. And then the sticky side, I want to face it up because I want this sticky side to stick to the other wrapping. And so I'll just turn it this way because each side was the end last time, and so we're going to make another side the end. We're just making sure that we have sealed it up really well. And then I'll just do the same thing that I did earlier. And see how it's really sticking to itself? It just forms a nice seal. And then I kind of go around the edge, push it down, and then I'll just pull it up. And this is a lot easier than freezing it in Ziploc baggies, because Ziploc bags, if you've got a larger size cake than this, it's going to be hard to kind of get it in there, and I can't seem to get all the air out of the Ziploc bag. It just doesn't work for me. Now, if you have a larger cake than this, what I do is I'll just pull out a piece and lay it down and then pull out another piece. So you've got 2 pieces here. So if you've got a bigger cake, you just set it right in the middle of the 2 large pieces and then go just like I was showing you. So the next step is to put the foil around it. And yes, I wrap it twice in the press and seal and twice with the foil. And that may be overkill, but I don't get freezer burn, so I'm okay with that. So just pull out some foil. And it doesn't matter to me. I know there's a shiny side and a dull side. I don't really think it matters. And so the ends where we smashed it together with the ends, we're going to put those ends on the long part so that we can make sure it gets a good seal. We're doing the same thing. We're going to pull each edge over. And instead of just smashing it down and pulling it over, I'm going to wrap it like a present. So I push the corners in like that. I'm just trying to get a tight seal on it, like that. And then I'll actually turn around and do the other side. Push it down, fold it in like a present. Okay, and then I'll just roll up the end like this. And I go all the way up. I don't want to smash my cake, but I go up as far as I can without smashing the cake. And then push down, roll it up, roll it up. And you would think that that would be enough, but sometimes I go a step further. If I was doing a cake for a client, I go another step further. If it's just for us, I'm usually okay like this. But so let's go another step. So just grab another piece of foil. It's kind of loud. And then the ends that are sticking out, remember I put them this way where they're facing the long end so that I can cover that up so that we're not just doing more and more seal on that side. Make sure everything is all sealed up and totally airtight. Do the same thing that we just did. Sorry, that's kind of loud. And then we're just going to fold it over, just like we did. Around, fold the ends over, and then we're just going to roll it up the same way. And then what I'll do once it's all rolled up, I usually turn it over and place it in the freezer just like this, and you can place them stacked up if you want. And then I'll just either put a piece of tape here and then write what it is. These are 6-inch, so I would put 6-inch vanilla cake or whatever it was, and then I would put the dates that I would know, when I put them in the freezer. So there you have it. When you get ready to defrost your cakes, pull them out of the freezer. Just let them sit on the counter for at least an hour or so. You want all the condensation to be on the outside of the wrapping and not on the cake itself. So don't take them out of the wrapping whenever you pull them out to defrost them. Just let them sit here. Let all of the moisture and the condensation get all over the outside. Once it's defrost after an hour or two, or it depends on what size your cake is, then you can take the wrappings off and then you can start decorating. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it works for you.